Hey YouTubers, Nightwing19 here. So this is going to be my episode 3 review for Supergirl, Fight or Flight. So as always, I'm going to start with the recap, give you my thoughts, and write down to my top 5 moments. So let's get started with the recap. During the interview with Kat, Supergirl accidentally reveals that she is Superman's cousin. Supergirl is later attacked by Reactron, who seeks to kill her in order to get his revenge on Superman, but she manages to send him fleeing. He later goes to Lord Technology Labs and kidnaps Maxwell Lord to get him to fix his suit. Kara later learns that a reactor meltdown Superman stopped in the past killed Reactron's wife, thus explaining the vendetta. She goes to Reactron's hideout and manages to save Maxwell Lord, only to get badly injured by Reactron afterwards, but Superman comes to save her. She gets mad at James, who called Superman for help, as she didn't want to rely on the Man of Steel. During a party Kat organized, Reactron breaks in to find Supergirl. While James distracts Reactron, Supergirl covers her hand in lead so she can use it to safely remove the power core in Reactron's suit and defeat him. It is later revealed that James has an ex-fiancée, Lucy Lane, the younger sister of Lois Lane, who came to National City to patch up the relationship. So overall, I'm giving this episode a 9, probably the best episode so far in my opinion. It's pretty much about Kara living up to Superman, living under his shadow. She doesn't want to be compared to Superman. As she told Cat Grant, this is her story. But besides from that, this episode does a really good job of laying the groundwork for how Superman is going to make his presence in this series. He's not going to come in all the time whenever Supergirl is in big trouble. That's her fight, her battle. They clarified this at the end of the episode when they were messaging each other. I really felt like it was necessary to address this because everybody wants to see Superman knowing that he exists on the show, but really they can't do this for 2 reasons. 1, DC wants to keep Superman over in the film industry, and 2, the show is called Supergirl, not Superman, so it's all about Supergirl. So pretty much we'll just hear people mention Superman or just see like blurred pictures of him. So now to some Easter eggs. This week, the villain was Reactron. In the comics, he was a sergeant in the U.S. Army who gained his powers when Tempest blasted him with energy blast when Kroll massacred a bunch of Vietnamese villagers. On the show, he's a reactor engineer who gained his powers when the nuclear plant he worked at melted down and killed his wife. He blamed Superman for the death of his wife, and that's why he goes after Supergirl in this episode, to get back at Superman. We also get to see Maxwell Lord in this episode. We actually saw him in last week's episode, but that was only like in a news report or something like that. In the comics, Maxwell Lord is involved in the formation of the Justice League, but he's later revealed to be a criminal mastermind who's been gathering information on the Justice League for like years. He has the ability of mind control. I don't think that they'll add that to the show. They might add a factor of that, like make him really manipulative, but not in the way that he controls people to do what he wants. Lucy Lane shows up as well. She's Lois Lane's little sister. On the show, she's Jimmy Olsen's ex-fiancée, so obviously she's just coming back to get back with him. In the comics, she actually becomes Superwoman. That's not going to happen on the show. I can't see them doing that at all. Her powers in the comics come from her suit, which alters her DNA and pretty much gives her the powers of a Kryptonian. Her real purpose is to be like a romantic foil for Kara, because as you can see, Kara has feelings for Jimmy. If you're wondering if we'll see Lois Lane on the show, no, that's another character that they're just trying to keep on the big screen. Sam Lane is going to show up on the show. I'm not sure what episode he'll appear in, but I think it'll be sometime before we go on the winter hiatus. And just to clarify, Sam Lane is Lucy and Lois Lane's father. So now to my top 5 moments, starting with number 5, meet Lucy Lane. Number 4, meet Maxwell Lord. Number 3, meet Reactron. Number 2, Supergirl and Superman clear up the air. This is just confirmation that Superman will not come in at all when the going gets tough for Supergirl. She's going to handle her own problems. And my number 1 moment, Supergirl versus Reactron. So that's it for this video, but here's my question for you guys. What are your thoughts on this episode? Just leave them down in the comments below. So right now you can watch my last Supergirl video and you can watch my last review for Gotham. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.